Samsung might be about to pull off something we haven't seen in years. A flagship phone that's not just powerful, but shockingly thin and not just around the edges. We're talking about a serious redesign that could finally flatten that chunky camera bump we've all learned to live with. But how is that even possible without downgrading the camera? Well, Samsung's cooking up something clever and surprisingly tiny to make it happen. Welcome back, viewers. Sam here. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you stay updated with everything happening in the tech world. So here's the scoop. Samsung isn't just slimming bezels or tweaking the frame, they're re-engineering the thickest part of modern phones, the camera module itself. And the magic trick? Ink. Yep, matte ink, precisely printed using inkjet tech between the lenses. This replaces the usual thin film layers used to cut down glare and ghosting. But get this, the ink method not only works, it saves space, a lot of it. This isn't a brand new idea either. Samsung filed a patent for this ring pattern design way back in 2018. But now that old blueprint is turning into real hardware, and the Galaxy S26 might be the first phone to get it. If this works, we're looking at a noticeably slimmer phone, maybe even one with no visible camera bump at all. Imagine pulling your phone out of your pocket and not having it wobble on a table. Sounds minor, but it changes how the device feels day to day. But here's the thing, making a phone thinner isn't just about the camera. Samsung's got to rethink everything inside. Word is, they're testing silicon-carbon Si-C batteries, more compact yet just as powerful. That alone frees up precious space without sacrificing battery life. Then there's the cooling system. Instead of bulky vapor chambers, expect sleeker alternatives that still keep thermals under control. And of course, thinner display glass to bring the whole design together. Put all of this in motion, and suddenly Samsung might pull off what felt impossible a few years ago. A flagship that's slimmer, lighter, but still ridiculously powerful. Now here's where it gets even juicier. Leaks suggest the Galaxy S26 Ultra might still rock a 200MP sensor, meaning Samsung isn't backing down on imaging performance. They're just finding smarter ways to shrink the housing around it. But what about the S Pen? That's one of Ultra's signature features. Building a thinner phone and keeping the stylus on board? That's the tightrope Samsung's walking. Right now, the S Pen already lacks Bluetooth, but it still does handwriting to text, pressure sensitivity, and screen-off memos. The question is, will slimming down further compromise that smooth stylus experience? And here's another angle. The Galaxy S25 Edge just launched with a super thin body at 5.8 mm. So if Samsung slims the entire S26 series, does that make the Edge less special? Or are we seeing a complete shift where every premium Galaxy device is about to go ultra-thin? It's too early for final answers, but all signs point to Samsung rethinking its design DNA. Between new materials, battery innovation, camera reworks, and tighter engineering, the S26 series could be the sleekest lineup we've seen from them without the usual trade-offs. Will the Galaxy S26 become the slimmest Ultra yet? Can Samsung really kill the camera bump? And how far are they willing to go without breaking what already works? Let's see how bold they're ready to get. If any of this becomes official, we might be in for a shockingly thin, but still insanely capable, Galaxy experience. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss the next wave of leaks, rumors, and surprises. Catch you in the next one.